This is a professional show. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the AfroMattt Show. This is episode number 165. 165. That is, we are coming up on like 3 years of podcasting. So today we are drinking Red Bull Summer Edition. This is Cerubo, whatever elderflower, which I assume is 2 made-up flavors combined. So 2 fake flavors making 1 giant fake flavor. All right, I mean, let's just get right into the news. I haven't finished a book. I am halfway through Libra by Don DeLillo. So if anyone wants to catch up and do a little group read, send me an email. We'll talk about it. It's a good book so far. I'm halfway through it. I'll be done probably in a week or so. I have a lot of stuff in the works. We're busy. That being said, let's just get straight into the news. Let's start with the actual news thing here. This is what I'm looking for. The news. Beep, 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 beep. Why did it used to beep so much? Why did they beep when the news went? Today's news. Well, I mean, it's not good. This is not good. Pro-Russian Slovakian Prime Minister assassination attempt politically motivated. So he was almost shot. So I mean, we were this close to an Archduke Ferdinand, moment. If you don't know Archduke Ferdinand, he's the guy who really set off all the events that transpired. World War I, World War II, 9/11. The story behind Archduke Ferdinand, it's actually kind of interesting. There was a group of about 5, I think it was like 8 people, and they were all fail-safes for each other for shooting the Archduke. So it was like a squad. And they were posted up at different spots, and the parade was coming down. And the first guy that was supposed to shoot him didn't. He was a young kid. And so the guy behind him didn't. The guy behind him didn't. So this is like an elite team of assassins, and they're all getting a little bit trigger shy. And eventually it got all the way through, and no one had taken a shot. And so, I mean, literally the Archduke Ferdinand dodged a bullet. And then, the guy who was supposed to shoot him, got kind of sad, went to a sandwich shop, was munching on a sandwich. The Archduke Ferdinand, they took a wrong turn. They got a little lost. They didn't have their GPS on. And they drove right by, completely unguarded, right by the sandwich shop that the dude was just chilling at. And the dude's like, well, shit, I guess it's meant to be. So he pulled out his pistol and he shot Archduke Ferdinand on the spot. So, I mean, think about that. Think about how many weird, unlikely situations had to come together for Archduke Ferdinand to get shot. I mean, it was truly, honestly, probably meant to be. I mean, he got lost. He took a wrong turn. They took a different route back. So... And then they just ended up right in front of the dude who was going to kill them. And I mean, that sparked the biggest wars. The nukes would not have dropped if that guy did not shoot him. Although they probably would have dropped eventually. Let's see. Let's read a little bit about this, because I didn't even know Slovakia was a country. But also I didn't know Archduke Ferdinand. I don't even know what he was the Archduke of. So, Robert Kalnia, the Slovakian defense minister described Mr. Fico's condition as extremely serious, with at least one bullet hitting him in his abdomen. I would like to thank all the emergency service doctors who at this moment are fighting for the life of the prime minister. So, wait, is he dead? The situation is bad. Oh, yikes, guys. Yikes. This could not be, this could be an Archduke Ferdinand situation. He was named Gerara Cintula, a 71-year-old government critic and poet. Great. From the western town. He's going to write a lot of good poetry in prison. I mean, so he shot this guy. I mean, this guy, I assume, was a bad guy. Not the guy he shot, but this pro-Russian Slovakian prime minister. I mean, this guy's a bad guy, right? Are we supposed to feel bad for him? Are we supposed to feel bad for him? Elected for a fourth time. Yeah, so he's like one of these guys who just keeps on getting elected a billion times, and somehow all of his political opponents probably die. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on, but I like how this is the good thing about social media, is that if there's ever an assassination attempt, every single angle is going to be recorded, and there will never be a question as to like who shot, how many shots, magic bullet moment. The what is it? The Sir Truver film released like 10 years later. There's not going to be any of that. It's going to be recorded on in 100 different Snapchats, 20 different viral TikTok videos. If there, guys, I'm not wishing there's an assassination attempt. I'm saying when. Okay, I'm not saying if there is ever, it will be recorded in high definition from multiple angles. We won't have to know. Was there a second shooter? Was Lee Harvey Oswald? I don't know why I call him Ozzy Oswald. Lee Harvey Oswald. Did he act alone? Was there a second shooter? Was there a third shooter? How did the bullet travel through his back, pop out of his collarbone, interact with the person behind him, and then blow out the brains of the I mean, how did all that happen? Lee Harvey Oswald must be a magician with that rifle. But now, I'm not saying I'm excited for it, but if and when it happens, it will be high definition. And this is what I'm also kind of interested in. If there's ever a nuke dropped, there's going to be so much high definition, high quality. Like, have you guys seen the footage of like new tornadoes? Dude, the tornado footage is so crazy. It's like, I mean, everyone has a high definition camera. The tornado footage is wild now. People are literally standing right below it, like taking a video straight up the tube. I mean, literally, like, it's coming down. It's like almost making contact, and they're like, damn, bro, damn. Some country guy, his cow is being sucked into the tornado. He's just recording on his iPhone. But, I mean, like, if there's ever a nuke, God forbid, if there's ever a nuke dropped, it'll be pretty interesting to see all the different footage of it. Not that it'll be good. It'll be interesting to see it all. All right, let's continue with the news. California subway. Okay, this is what I was talking about. Things are heating up. The summer is hot. Tensions are rising. The price of goods are soaring. The quality of goods are plummeting. That combination marries perfectly for a perfect storm for a summer of chaos, an election year. All these little ingredients are mixing into that, that mixing pot that makes America so great. That melting pot. It's all coming together. A little bit of chaos, a little bit of heat. God forbid a heat wave comes in. We get ourselves another BLM situation. But tensions are rising. People can't afford. People are choosing between getting groceries or paying rent. Like, it's not good out there for a lot of people. Guys, it's good for me. I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't worry about me, guys. I don't worry. and you don't have to worry about me too. Guys, I can afford everything. I can afford literally anything I want. I'm fine. Don't worry about me, guys. But there are people out there who are struggling. People out there who are struggling. So, moment of silence for those people. And things are heating up. Tensions are rising. We talked about it last episode with the guy who shot the Chipotle employee over guacamole. Here we see it again with a California Subway manager attacked by customer demanding extra meat on his Subway. And this is a quote from the manager. "What are you trying to do? Hit me over ham?" And, I really do try to take an unbiased kind of stance on these types of situations because I realize attacking someone is bad. Guys, I'm mature enough to realize that attacking someone is bad, but I also have a nuanced opinion and can realize that Subway is the biggest scam artist when it comes to creating sandwiches. Every single sandwich shop on the planet is better than Subway. I would go, guys, Jersey Mike's up top. Firehouse Subs second. We're talking just chains. We're not talking local places, guys. Anyone in, whatever, New York or Philadelphia, guys. Jersey Mike's up top. The juice. You got to get the juice on there. Although I haven't been getting the juice because I don't support them. But, so the juice, Jersey Mike's, Firehouse Subs. If you don't have Firehouse Subs, they just put, they steam all their stuff. They put it through, the smoker. It's good. And then all the way on the bottom, all the way, after everything, after Arby's, God forbid, after Arby's, all the way on the bottom is Subway. Subway has fallen so far from grace. They used to be, they were never great, but it was the $5 footlong. That was their thing. And I'm going to go on a food tangent here because I don't think I've gone on a food tangent, but currently at Subway, the price of a footlong, they are doing a promotion right now for a $6 6-inch. Do you realize how far we've fallen? Where we've gone from a $5 footlong to a $6 6-inch. So that frame of mind is the reason why this person attacked the manager at Subway. If I go, and you don't really even know the price at the end of the thing, you're just adding, you're okay, yeah, let me get ham, let me get turkey. Okay, I'll get a couple slices of bacon. And you get to the end and it's $25.99. Yeah, I'm hopping over. Yeah, if I see that and I see it's $25.99 and it asks for a tip, I'm going to hop over the medium, the little divider. I'm going to attack the manager. It's going to happen. It's just how it is. This is how the world works. There's consequences to actions. No, but I mean, seriously, and this is kind of the same situation with Chipotle, which I can't fault the guy for, popping off. I mean, shooting someone is wild. Over guacamole, less wild, but still wild. Attacking someone, physically attacking, getting your hands on someone, it needs to happen every now and then. People need to be, especially these people in fast food, need to be on edge. No one's on edge anymore. It's way too lackadaisical out there. I was literally at McDonald's the other day, waiting at the front, and I see in the back there's 50 people. Literally there's 50 people in the kitchen. And I'm peeking in, I'm hello, I'm here, I'm ready to order. I want to give you money. And I was just waiting. I literally waited there for 3 minutes. People are way too lackadaisical now. Way too much. No one wants to do anything. And I realized that, I honestly, I was going to say, I realized that you're getting paid minimum wage, but I think McDonald's employees are getting paid like $20 now. That's why the McDouble is $50. That's why it's prime rib. It's as much as a Wagyu steak. Guys, this is why companies are going to start failing. You're going to start watching companies fail. And I'm going to tell you which companies are going to fail. Chili's, Outback Steakhouse, Applebee's, TGI Fridays, those types of places, Red Robin. These specific places are going to start failing. Watch. Guys, watch for the next couple years. These places are going to start falling one at a time like dominoes. I'm going to tell you why. Because the quality of their food, I don't know if you guys been to Chili's in a while, but it is dog food. It is dog food. The chicken, I got chicken fajitas, and the chicken looks like rubber. It's like rubberized chicken. Looks like they microwaved fake rubber chicken and like cut it into strips. It literally looks like plastic. And it like pulls apart, and it doesn't even look or feel or taste like chicken. And it looks like they paint on the stripes. Literally has like painted on stripes from it being on the grill. Yeah, you put that on the grill. Yeah, I'd like to see the grill that you have back there. It's a guy named Grill. You have a guy with grills back there. Yeah, we put it on the grill. We had Grill take care of it. Wait, what? Wait, what? Run that by me one more time. Yeah, we had Grill take care of it. Wait, so you put it on the grill? No, yeah, well, yes, kind of. There's Grill. We have Grill. It's a guy named Grill. He just runs the microwave. Everything just gets popped into the microwave and then popped out. So the reason that those places are going to fail is, one, the quality is so bad, and the price of food. I don't know if you've ever been recently to a new like one of these restaurants, but they have a new menu every other week because they raised their prices, or they put like a little sticky tab on it or something, or some places will just write over it. Like, that's a complete spit in your face. They'll cross out the old price and put a higher new price right above it. They're like, "Hey, sorry guys. Hey, welcome to Chili's. How can we serve you?" I've literally seen that. But yeah, I mean, these places get new menus every other week with higher prices. So those are the places that are going to start failing because they're competing with McDonald's. McDonald's, not good. It's not good because their prices are currently skyrocketing. But people in America are the laziest people on the planet. So if you give them the choice between eating, and guys, it's honestly the same quality food. McDonald's and Chili's, they're in the same bracket now, which is sad to say. But you're talking same price, same bracket, McDonald's or Chili's. People in America, guys, and this is just the sad truth, people in America are going to choose McDonald's or Taco Bell every single time. I'll say 90% of the time. And those choices, it just takes enough of those choices for Chili's to start going down. Chili's their prices are way too high. Way too high. And their quality of food is dog shit. Absolute dog shit. This is my personal shout out to Chili's. Chili's, get your shit together. If I see another chicken tender, like a chicken strip, rubberized chicken, I'm gonna hop back there and attack your manager. I'm gonna get my hands on him. I'm gonna get physical. But the other places are gonna fail. Subway, obviously, that's not even a question. Subway is far and away the worst substation, like food place. Other place that's gonna fail. Honestly, guys, I've been kind of into Sonic recently. Sonic, they've got it going on. Their prices, not absurd, and they've got honestly, Subway or Sonic is being carried by their cherry limeade soda. I'm not afraid to say it. Those things are great. I mean, yeah. So I want to see Subway fail. I am preying on Subway's downfall. But let's continue reading this. An irate Subway customer went ballistic on a group of workers when they refused to put extra meat on a sandwich, forcing the store's manager out of work over her potential permanent injuries. Jesus. General manager Monique Larius was called into work after one of her employees argued with a customer over the amount of ham on a sandwich. And this is what I'm talking about. People take their job way too seriously. This is why we have issues. People take their job way too seriously. If I say, "Yeah, man, can you just put can you just put a little bit more chicken on it?" They'll be like, "Okay, yeah, man, I got you." That's how it should be, right? But some of these people take their job way too seriously, and they're like, "Well, we have a ham quota." Really? You have a ham quota? I have a ham. How about this ham quota for you? I've got a ham quota right here for you. The customer, identified as George Sandoval, claimed he had paid for double the meat than he was already put on the sub. Sandoval demanded that the workers put 12 extra slices of ham on the sandwich instead of the 6 extra he had paid for, and the counter argued that, claiming they had no proof of this exact order. Yeah, guys, she deserved to get punched. I'm sorry to say this. I'm gonna order in the court. Matt finds that the assailant not guilty. He's in the right here. If I order double meat, I open the thing and it has single meat, someone's getting punched. I did not expect it. He came around the corner and said, "What are you going to do? Hit me over ham?" And he hit me. Okay. True. Yes. He punched me, and all I could remember is just black. With the thug towering over the worker, Laura says she didn't stand a chance. I'm a 4'11", and this guy's 6'5", 400 pounds. Oh, man. Yeah. Here. She said, "What are you going to do? Hit me over ham?" Fast food employees are getting way too comfortable, taking your job way too seriously, and you're getting way too mouthy. Make the sandwich. Throw in, guys, minimum effort. You work at Subway, minimum effort. That's the key word here. Minimum effort. You don't own the place. Well, I guess this girl's a manager. What do? You don't own this place. What's 6 extra slices of ham to you? I bet she wished she put that ham on now. I bet you she wished she put that ham on now. I bet you the guy who got shot at Chipotle wished he put a little bit more guacamole. See, guys, this is what I'm saying. Anytime, I used to work at Home Depot. Anytime someone said, "Well, this is," yeah, I'm like, "Okay, yeah, I'll take it off." I don't even wait for them to finish the sentence. I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I don't care. I do not care. I have zero connection to anything, anywhere." Yeah, man. Okay. Yeah. They're like, yeah, this box looks a little, oh yeah, no, dude. Yes. I will take 10% off. Yes. Say less. Say actually less. Let's get this line going. Here's a picture of her with her black eye. This is why you need to give people ham. Make sure that they get ham. Jesus, this looks like an all-on brawl. This was a brawl. Well, they need to do Subway needs to come out with an official statement that says, if you want double ham, you have to punch the person behind the thing for double ham. All right, let's continue on with the news. They should make punching the employees mandatory. Ah, man. Okay. Continue on with the news. Okay, guys. And this is, I swear to God, I'm not repeating myself when I say this. This came out 5 days ago, and I feel like, yeah, I know every other week it's the same news article. It's on repeat. This is real. So last last time that we talked, America, our government just signed $60 more billion dollars. $60 million. Actually, I think it was billion. I think it was billion. I think it was actually billion. So we're sending $60 billion to Ukraine for God knows why. Well, 5 days ago, after that had passed, we were sending 400 million because 60 billion wasn't enough. They needed an extra $500 million. The U.S. announced on Friday that the new $400 million aid package to Ukraine. The package includes weapons, weapons Ukraine has been asking for, including Patriot missiles. Nice. High mobility artillery rocket system and ammunition, Stinger and anti-missiles, 155 millimeter artillery rounds, Bradley fighting vehicles, and mine-resistant and ambush-protected vehicles, among other equipment. As President Biden has made clear, the United States and the international coalition we have assembled will continue to stand with Ukraine in its defense of freedom. I mean, can we stop pretending? Look at this. The announcement marks the second presidential drawdown authority PDA package since President Joe Biden's long-term delayed national security supplement recurred $60 billion in funding for Ukraine. So $60 billion wasn't enough. Hey guys, I have something for you. How about we send you our nuclear package, which is we level everything. How about we, guys? I'm serious here. I'm gonna get serious. We're gonna bring it down a notch. We're gonna stop being silly and goofy, and we're gonna get dead serious. We're gonna go Alex Jones mode. We're gonna get dead serious. If the United States government sends another American dime to Ukraine, I'm gonna go over there personally and end that war. I'm not kidding. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna stand in the middle of both the firing grounds with my I Heart MILF shirts, the one that I'm wearing right now. I Heart MILFs. I'm going to wear this in the middle of the battleground. I'm going to get out there with my big megaphone. I'm going to say, hey, guys. Hey. Hey. Let's take this fighting and let's move it over here. And I'm going to walk them to Israel and Palestine. And we're going to have a 4-way brawl, kind of like gladiator style. Like, we'll take Zelensky and Putin and Netanyahu and, whoever is Hamas or Palestine, and we're going to put them all into a big pit and have them duke it out, right? Honestly, I think that might be good. Putin, I think he knows jiu-jitsu and stuff, so that might be a wash. But they might gang up on them. They might all three gang up on Putin. That would be an interesting fight to watch. I'm just saying. If they want to sanction that pay-per-view, talk about Floyd Mayweather versus what's his name, Travis Scott. Who did he fight? One of the Paul brothers, Logan Paul. Mike Tyson is fighting Jake Paul in that right now, right? Yeah. Yeah. We got to get Netanyahu versus Putin. We got to get a 1v1, and then the finals bracket, Putin versus Zelensky. No rules. Clean fight, of course. Octagon. Kicks, punches, grappling. In the octagon, fight it out. Winner goes on to the next round. Then you have Netanyahu versus some Yahoo from Palestine. Guys, I am for Palestine's freedom. I say some Yahoo as a joke, guys. I'm not necessarily pro-Israel. I'm not necessarily pro-Palestine. I'm anti-Israel. Oh, that always makes me laugh. But yeah, no. So we got to get Netanyahu versus someone from Palestine. They got to duke it out, and then it's a 1v1, Putin versus Netanyahu, and the winner takes all, just all the land. Russia gets the Holy Land, they get Palestine, and they get Ukraine. Winner takes all. Biden comes in there. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Dun 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 dun. He comes in there, hits a RKO. Okay, let's continue. We're getting a little bit too fantastical here. I said we were getting serious. Last month, just moments before Biden signed legislation, the U.S. announced a $1 billion PDA package to Ukraine. $1 billion. That shipments of equipment would begin in the next few hours. And just 2 days later, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin announced a historic $6 billion long-term investment package in Ukraine. The $6 billion, the largest the U.S. announced. So, guys, we're just going to keep on sending money to Ukraine because who cares? Because the last place America wants our money is here. That's the last place. They'll send it anywhere else. They can't. It's burning a hole in their pocket. They want to send it to war. They've got to. They got to do a proxy war. That's what they do best. They got to be, they're probably money laundering or some shit. Guys, I don't care about Ukraine. I'm going to be honest. Russia can have it. I'm not a huge fan. Palestine is way more important because that is that's Israel literally like nuking and like killing babies and stuff. That's a seems like a much more humanitarian crisis. It seems like like demons. Like it's like demonic in some way. There's some form of it that seems demonic because it's like unrelenting. Every single day I open it, it's like it's like a vessel of negativity, and it's like, please, someone nuke Israel, please. It cannot be good to every day watch an Israel. I opened up my phone yesterday. First thing I do, like, I get out of the shower. I wake up, get out of the shower, open up my phone. First thing I see is Israeli soldiers taking apart supplies that were being shipped to Palestine. Water bottles, food, snacks, goldfish, whatever. And they were throwing it into a pile and all stomping on it. These people are... It's like evil behavior. What's going on over there? It's evil. And America is supporting it 100%. And that's what we want. That's what we want from our politicians, is supporting evil in any form. It's almost like they kind of get giddy when they see true evil. They're like, whoa, man, that's a real professional over there. They're professionals. They know what they're doing. They know evil. I know evil when I see it. I know true evil when I see it. They get a little flustered and they're like, damn, we're dealing with a professional here. What we do is just kind of pseudo evil. We kind of trick people. We, we snoop. We trick. We persuade. But we are not truly evil. What they're doing, they're professionals. They're bombing people and making you want, like, sending out, like, propaganda videos that say, yeah, guys, this is actually really cool. What we're doing is actually for the betterment of humanity. Guys, what are we going to do? What are we going to bomb? They're hiding under schools. We had to bomb the school. Where else are they? Guys, this is my favorite argument. They said, I'll be like, they're bombing like schools and stuff, right? And it's like, yeah, why are the terrorists hiding under schools? Yeah, dude, the entire place, everywhere but the school, is rubble. You want them to hide under rubble? The only place left to hide is a school or a hospital. Of course they're going to hide under a hospital, or it's the only places left that haven't been. Those are the last things that are going to get touched. Yeah, of course they're hiding under there. It's the last place. Yeah, well, isn't it a little bit evil to be hiding behind civilians? Isn't it a little bit evil to be nuking civilians? This is why I hate the U.S. government. Obama, the second he's Obama, you realize that's a wedding, right? And then he instantly drone strikes it. Like, this was my problem with Obama, is Obama was on that level. He was a professional evil man. Professionally evil. Obama, you do realize that we're drone striking a giant building with a red cross on it. Let me be clear. I never knew there was a red cross on that building. I wanted to rid them of terrorists. We're going to take them down. We're going to do this for America and for hope. That was his big thing. Guys, long story short, I am so happy that we're sending more money to Ukraine. More money. We need to send more money to Ukraine. More missiles. More missiles to Israel and Ukraine. We need to be on the wrong side. It's funny how we're fighting for, like, we're doing like two proxy wars at the same time, where while people are literally dying, like people are attacking people in subways, not subway stations, in subways, the fast food restaurants. Like, things are not good here, guys. Why are we even policing outside? It's no bueno. It is no bueno. And I thought I was going to vote for RFK, but apparently RFK Jr. came out as like pro-Israel. He's like, yo, he was like on stage with like this rabbi guy, and he's like, yo, Jews rock. He's like, oh, Jews actually rock, and I'm going to support you 100% of the time. That's like, he came out and said that. I'm like, well, now I can't vote for you, dude. God damn it. Now I'm going to have to vote for Kanye West again. You're going to make me vote for Kanye West twice. That's who I voted for last election, which didn't age well. This one's kind of an uplifting story. Every now and then I like to try to mix in an uplifting story. Iowa County Jail's fees helped fund cotton candy and laser tag for the department. Waterloo, Iowa, civil rights group filed a class action lawsuit on Monday accusing Iowa's sheriff department of mishandling the collection of jail fees, some of which helped fund recreational expenses like laser tag and cotton candy machines at the shooting range. This is fun. This is kind of fun. It's like a team building, type stuff. So the lawsuit of federal court alleges that the convicted prisoners were forced to sign confession of judgment, agreeing to balance and payment plan for administrative and room and board fees before being released from Black Hawk County Jail. I didn't even know. Wait, I thought it was free. About 90 miles from Des Moines, Iowa. Any cash carried by a person when they were booked is seized and applied towards the debt. Interesting. In a statement, the Black Hawk County said that inmates received a statement that were owed when they were released from the... God, dude, you go to jail and you still have to pay money when you're out? Jesus. The complaint alleges that Black Hawk County collected nearly $600,000 in jail fees from July 2021 to July 2023. That's a lot of money. Roughly twice as much as other counties. Iowa law specifies how 60% of the collected funds must be used. Infrastructure, stuff like that. The rest of the money could just be used however they wanted. And for instance, the unallocated 40% collected fees at the shooting range included cotton candy machine, an ice cream machine, and laser tag. This is kind of fun. It's kind of cute. Like, I imagine, remember when the Taliban... Remember when Biden pulled all the troops out of Afghanistan, which is, so far, that was the first thing that he did in office, and that is currently the only good thing he has done in office. But I mean, kudos to him. He did bring our troops back. But when we left all of our stuff there and we just like left, and then all the Taliban people were like doing donuts in our Jeeps and our Ford F-150s and riding around in the Blackhawks and stuff like that. And I think I did an episode called Afghaniland that subsequently got banned from YouTube, but I think it's still up on Spotify. But where I talk, the people in Afghanistan are like doing donuts and they're eating ice cream and they're eating cotton candy, and they're having a big celebration that America's gone, and they're, it's like a giant fair, like they're in bumper cars and stuff. It was kind of a romp and a riot. Like these people were beheading people 3 weeks ago, and now they're riding in go-karts, doing going around the little trail and eating ice cream. Like literally, if you look at the picture, they're eating ice cream cones. That's what I imagine is going on at this police station. Is, this guy. Imagine at the end of your shift, you just got done shooting 3 black guys. You're tired. You're a little bit stressed, and then you remember, you look down at your calendar and you're like, oh, today's team building Tuesday. They have cotton candy and ice cream at the shooting range. I don't have to stress anymore. You go to the shooting range, you get some cotton candy, you get some ice cream, you get the ice cream machine going. They brought in some, whatever. They brought in Subway's sandwiches. It's a fun time. And all the money came from people that you arrested, so you feel accomplishment. It's team building, accomplishment. They have some guy in there interpreting dreams for some reason. They have so much extra money. They have a guy sitting at a station interpreting dreams. They have a guy doing tarot card readings. It's a fun time. Bring your kids. There's a jump house. They've got a guy in like one of those cage. They have one of the prisoners in a cage that you throw the baseball at. You throw the baseball, and they're not even trying to throw the baseball. They're just trying to hit him. They're not even trying to hit the target. They're just trying to hit the dude with the baseball. It's a fun. It's like the last day of school. Like the last day of school, they have the field day, where you just go hog wild. They have sports. Everyone's laughing, playing. Everyone gets out at 12 o'clock. It's parents come, chaperones are there. They've got 3-legged races. They've got sack races. They've got spoon, egg on a spoon races. Apparently a lot of races. At this one, there's different races. Race means a completely different thing at this prison celebration, but that's what I imagine. It's like they've got like maybe quick draw tournaments, and I remember at ours we got to tape our principal to the wall, and it was kind of fun because you're like, this is the principal, he has all this power, but now we're taping him to a brick wall and we're all pointing and laughing at him. It's fun, and I imagine that maybe they do that with the sheriff, or honestly, they probably just do it with the prisoners. So they've got these prisoners, and like, they got prisoners that like pop up, and you squirt them with water. Like they squat down, and they unsquat. They stand back up, and you shoot them with water. The prisoners, they make them open their mouth, and they squirt them with water, and then they have to like make a balloon blow, like a little fair game. These are some fun things. They've got some, probably one of the prisoners doing like tattoos, but like fake tattoos for the little kids. It's a fun use of government funds. These types of cotton candy, ice cream celebrations. And I fully support it. I'm going to come out and say I fully condone those actions and those use of funds. I like this article. Every now and then I see an article that it's just strange. Just a strange way of phrasing. This came out 11 hours ago. It says, think corporate greed is leading to the leading cause of inflation. Think again. These headlines that are like, no, you're wrong, instantly raise a red flag. Like, okay, what type of weird brain manipulation are you trying to do on me right now? What type of evil shit is going on?
Of a typical American consumer's basket of goods and services, everything from groceries to haircuts to appliances. And the 3.5% increase reinforces just how big a problem inflation is.
Guys, inflation is actually so much worse than probably 3.5. Honestly, guys, I'm no professional, like, I'm not an economist, but I do know that if 40% of all US dollars in circulation right now were printed in the last 2 years, that's a problem. And actually, I don't know if this is how this works, but that sounds like it might be a 40% increase in inflation. So I don't know how inflation can be at 3.5%. I just don't believe it. What is that article? I saw that somewhere. It's like 25%. Here it is. Here's the article. This guy. And this is another one. This is another article that is trying to say, like, give you an opinion before you read the article. Is it a big deal that 40% of the USD was printed in the last 12 months? No, it's not. This is almost word for word of the article that I'm reading right now. Think corporate greed is the leading cause of inflation? Think again. Shut up. I've received a high amount of negative comments telling me that inflation is real and that my article is wrong. Please note that nowhere in this article do I say inflation doesn't exist. It is real and it is happening. The goal of this article is to separate the current economic conditions from the impact of 40% printing statistic. That is, in the fact that they're not related. So yeah, and this was made in 2021. So in 2021, 40% of the USD was printed in the last 12 months. And now they're saying, in 2024, they're saying that inflation is only at 3.5%. I don't even think that this can make sense. Like, it doesn't really even add up. There's like no way that you can like line up those puzzle pieces and make it make sense. Like, the inflation is so much worse than people probably even think. The only reason, honestly, and I think that this is true, the only reason butter and bread is less than $10 right now is because the government probably has programs to buy it to keep the demand, or I guess keep the prices low. I think that's how that works. If they buy up any excess, then they'll make a ton, right? I know they do this with cheese and butter, or they do this with the government already does this with milk. Guys, I watched a documentary by Wendigoon, which is a pretty interesting video, but the government literally buys all the excess butter or all the excess milk, and because you can't store milk, they buy it in cheese. So the government has giant warehouses full of cheese. Giant warehouses full of cheese. I'm talking billions and billions of pounds, like 14 billion pounds of cheese. And so government cheese, and this is just a known fact, so I'm not even going to go over this, but the government is trying to psyop people into eating more cheese. That's the whole idea. It's like, they're like, hey, yo, we put triple stuffed crust in, whatever, and then they'll advertise, they'll give a little kickback to whatever for, stuffing cheese wherever it fits.
For President Biden as he seeks re-election. In a recent Fox News poll, the economy topped the list of voter concerns, beating out election integrity, the border, health care, abortion. A whopping 61% said the issue was extremely important. Another 28% said very important. That's 89%. While inflation has fallen, from the highs of the mid-2022 era, many families aren't feeling the relief. Food prices are still up 21% compared with when Biden took office in January of 2021.
Yeah, guys, 21%. This is, and they're saying inflation is at 3.5%, while food prices have gone up 21%. The worst is yet to come. And I'm not trying to be like a doomer here, but the worst is yet to come. It is coming.
And just in the last year alone, car insurance up 22%, elder care up.
Yeah, this is crazy. Car insurance, I got hit with car insurance. I'm paying like 200. Wait, I'm paying, I think, more than $200 a month for car insurance. I'm about to go uninsured. About to call them and say, "Hey guys, I'm driving raw, baby. I'm going in raw. I don't even care. I don't even have health insurance. I don't have health insurance. I'm about to not have car insurance. I'm just gonna be a raw individual. I'm raw dog in life, pure raw dog. This is how life was supposed to be lived, on the razor thin edge between bankruptcy and suicide.
14%, motor vehicle repair up 12%, baby formula and formula 10%.
Great.
Outpatient hospital services 8%. Rent of primary residence up close to 6%. Anxious consumers trying to outpace prices are now buying up gold, which often happens in times of economic turmoil.
Dude, when normal people start buying gold, you know things are fucked. When normal people start buying gold, people that aren't like Scrooge McDuck start buying gold. Gold doesn't really have any intrinsic value. The value it has is that it's kind of like when shit hits the fan, things default back onto gold. But it has no real value besides it being the agreed gold standard, literally quote unquote, gold standard. That's its value. But when normal people start buying gold, man, that gave me chills.
Costco began selling $2,000 gold bars in September. In the fourth quarter, sold more than $100 million worth. And now Wells Fargo estimates that Costco is selling up to $200 million worth of gold and silver each month.
Jesus.
Yet my next guest says that for many people, inflation feels higher than it actually is. He put forth this thesis in the New York Times essay under the headline, "Why Are Voters So Upset? Consider the Snickers bar."
Jesus. Wow. Dude, whoever wrote this article is the most pretentious sell your soul to corporate bullshit writer I've ever seen. Why are voters so upset? Have you considered, hey, you look mad. Have you considered a Snickers bar? God, this pissed me off.
Joining me now is Paul Donovan, chief economist.
God, this guy looks pissed. This guy looks so punchable.
UBS Global Wealth Management. He's also the author of several books, including The Truth About Inflation. Mr. Donovan, thanks for being here. What does the price of a Snickers bar say about our perception of inflation?
So here's the thing. When economists think about inflation,
this guy's an absolute dipshit. This guy's a dipshit. Economists know nothing. Economists, to me, are on the same level as astrologists. They're all just kind of like, oh, well, I'm a Keynesian economist. Oh, well, I don't really subscribe to that. I'm more of a Johnist or whatever. They all have like these weird names, and they're all named after dead people. Oh, well, I'm a Martin Luther Kingsian economist, and I don't really subscribe to the ideas of Kennedyan. They all have like these stupid ideas, and they're all like phases of the moon. They all follow different charts. It's literally astrology. Economy is astrology. Economists are astrologists, is what I'm trying to say.
Inflation. We use this huge basket of goods, including things that we don't buy very often. You don't buy a car every year. Even the average American doesn't buy a car every year. But you've got to somehow weight that in the basket. So you have a mix of things we buy very frequently and things we don't buy very often at all. But the problem is, as consumers, when we think about inflation, we remember the price of something we buy very frequently. So that may be your Walmart bill, that could be a Subway fare, and of course it could be Snickers bars, the best-selling chocolate bar in the United States. Every time you go to the vending machine, if the price has gone up, every single time you buy a Snickers bar, you're being reminded the price has gone up, and that fact sticks in your mind, and you forget about the fact that the television you bought last year was $50 cheaper.
Okay, you wrote this in the essay in the Times. You say, why aren't voters recognizing the decline in the inflation rate? Because voters are humans, and humans don't think about inflation rationally. To which I then ask, but what is irrational about worrying about food costs if, in fact...
Yeah, this guy is such a dipshit. Hey, guys, inflation isn't bad. It's only bad for your basket of goods. That's what he's saying right now. He's like, you know that stuff that you buy every day? That's going up, but the stuff I buy, like... What does this guy buy? I buy Armani suits. That's gone down. I buy mahogany desks. That's gone down for me. Think about the TVs that you buy. That's gone down. Everyone buys TVs all the time. Think about that. You save $50 on your TV. God, this guy's an absolute dipshit.
They are rising. Like what you say, the flat screen might be coming down, but if food is still increasing, we got a problem.
Well, actually now...
Dude, I knew he was going to say that. Well, actually... God, someone, someone tickled this guy. This guy needs a good tickling.
In about a third of cities in the United States, food prices are falling. So not the inflation rate coming down, the price is lower than it was a year ago. So you are starting to see what economists call deflation, so price levels coming down in about a third of American cities today. But what we've got is an issue here that actually, because the United States is a relatively advanced economy, relatively high-income economy, food is not actually a very important part of the household budget.
Yes.
Lots of other things are...
This is another problem. It's not a valuable part of because food, literally, is maybe 10% of what you have to pay. You have to pay you have to pay your mortgage or rent, the car insurance. Everything else is also going up, so you have to spend less. What's the first thing? This guy's not even thinking about it. What's the first thing you start cutting out when things starts getting bad? You start buying only ramen noodles so that you can make rent, and you start eating like cheese and cereal. Like that's your breakfast, cereal, lunch, cheese and ham, dinner, ramen. And they're like, this guy's like, yeah, food actually doesn't make up a big proportion. Yeah, because people are struggling paying everything else.
Are more important, and you spend typically, somewhere between 10 and 20%, depending on your income bracket, on food. So it's not actually a huge part.
See, look, man, I don't even know. I feel so much smarter than every economist I've ever seen talk. Every single time. I've never seen an economist make sense. Like, make it make sense. They're just making stuff up that kind of fits their... Hey, look, I drew this graph, and these 2 points meet here. So that means the economy is actually doing well. It has nothing to do with how you're feeling. Guys, the economy doesn't go off of your feelings. I know that the last time that you bought your Eggo waffles, they were $3, and now they're $9. But the economy actually doesn't care about your feelings, and that now you have to transfer more money from your savings account into your check. The economy's doing fine. They're trying to gaslight you. They are literally gaslighting you into thinking the economy's booming. Economists are just full-time gaslighters. Like this guy. This guy might be another full-time gaslighter.
We believe Israel can and must do more to ensure the protection and...
Do more. Okay, thanks, dude. You think that they should do more. Okay, awesome. So we have built gas chambers in Israel. We have dedicated our life's, dedicated $14 billion to building gas chambers that are on conveyor belts so we can help Israel do more.
And well-being of innocent civilians. We do not believe what is happening in Gaza is a genocide.
Oh, whoa.
We have been firmly on record.
Guys, never mind. I guess we're chill now. We're actually chill. I was scared. I was scared there for a second.
Rejecting that proposition.
Whew.
4.
Whew. Dodged a bullet there, guys. Hey, it's not a genocide. We're chill. We're fine. We're actually chilling now. So that's cool. All right, let's watch a couple more videos and we'll...
Tell me something your mom doesn't know and I'll buy you whatever you want.
I say the N-word hard R.
What?
I say the N-word hard R, this little kid.
No, and I'll buy you whatever you want.
I say the N-word hard R.
What?
I say the N-word hard R.
What?
What? I don't know what you're saying.
It's fine.
The mom? What?
Enough. We can just buy him whatever he wants.
Oh, okay, sweet.
All right, we'll get you these.
I want these red shoes.
There's no way. His favorite song is Murder on My Mind.
I got Murder on My Mind. I love that song.
All right, here you go.
Jesus. Yeah, our entire youth is so cooked. I say the N-word hard R. My favorite song is Murder on My Mind by YMW Melly.
J-Yoma.
All right, we'll end on a J-Yoma, a classic J-Yoma clip.
Who's the best lawyer? J-Yoma. And why am I the best lawyer? Because you got my case dismissed. And what were you charged with?
This guy's already in prison uniform.
Old family member.
And how much jail time were you looking at?
1 year jail time.
Assault of a family member. 1 year jail time.
And what were you accused of doing?
My stepdaughter was recording me that I punched my wife.
My stepdaughter was recording me when I punched my wife.
Like I punch in her chest.
I punch in her chest.
And also I take her through the hairs.
Also, I take her to the stairs.
And I take him outside the house.
Okay. And I take her outside the house.
And kicking her in her chest.
Yeah.
And kicking her in her chest.
Are you happy with the results?
Yeah, I'm very happy for the result.
Okay. And is there anything else you want to add?
Yeah, he's the best.
He's
lawyer,
the best lawyer.
I'm very happy for the result. And I was very nervous. I was very nervous. Maybe I'm going jail, but I'm very happy.
Maybe I'd be in jail.
Happy for now that.
But I can't wait to go home to beat my wife. I'm gonna grab her by her hair and throw her downstairs, cause she recorded me. That's a happy. He's reuniting families. He's bringing the family back together. A happy dad with a happy wife with a daughter who records everything because she's scared for her life. That's a happy household. All right, let's watch one more video. This is an interview with the director of the CIA. He's in a silly, goofy mood in this interview.
Tried to meddle in other countries' elections?
Oh, probably, but it was for the good of the system in order to avoid the communists from taking over. For example, in Europe in 40s.
He's talking about, have we ever meddled in foreign elections?
Tried to meddle in other countries' elections?
Oh, probably, but it was for the good of the system in order to avoid the communists from taking over. For example, in Europe in 47, 48, 49.
He hit 3 different years.
The Greeks and the Italians.
We don't do that now.
The Greeks and the Italians. We don't do that now, do we?
No, we don't mess around other people's elections,
Jim. Maybe.
Only for a very good cause.
Can you do that? Do a Vine video on those former CIA directors.
Only for a very good cause in the interest of...
All right, thanks for being here.
That's fun. I like when the CIA director is in just a silly, goofy mood, and he says, "Well, maybe we do a little bit of election fraud here. Maybe we help Castro get elected here. Whatever. We just are in a silly, goofy mood, and sometimes we get a little wild and rowdy." That being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like and subscribe below. Tell me something that no one knows about you in the comments below, and I'll buy you any of these shoes. I say the N-word hard R. There we go. Wait. Oh. There we go. All right. If you like this episode, please share with a friend. Goodbye.